All right. Okay. Now that I've got the autofocus tracking my face, let's go ahead and roll with this. What we're doing today is I'm actually reviewing the FiFine BM88 low profile microphone stand. FiFine was very nice to send this to me. It was actually something that I was thinking about purchasing anyway. It was just a wonderful coincidence that they were looking for a review of this product. So they sent it to me for free with no expectation that I would actually give them any special review or beneficial review, simply to give an honest review of the product. And I've worked with FiFine before, and it's always been a great partnership. They actually have reached out when I've mentioned things that could be fixed, and they have told me that they appreciated the comments, and that's stuff that they would look into as they move forward with their product. So, FiFine, thank you so much for sending me this product. Let me show you guys what you get in the box. First off, what you get is, of course, the desk clamp. Now, this isn't really an amazing or innovative item that you get from that you would necessarily get from a desktop boom arm. They're pretty much standard, but what I can tell you is this one is super heavy duty. Everything made of metal, even the handle, which I've received a lot that had plastic handles. I've tightened them down and snapped them. This is not going to snap. Everything metal, everything super heavy duty, way more heavy duty than I thought, especially because this doesn't say that it's a heavy duty boom arm. This is actually a substantial piece of metal that I have in my hand. So we're just going to mount that to the desk. Quick and simple. I'm not going to show you guys how to mount it to the desk because it's pretty straightforward. If you've ever had any kind of boom arm, you're going to know how to mount this to the desk. The other piece that you get is, of course, the actual boom arm itself. That's how long it is. Folds right in two. You get the boom arm, which then this portion just slides right down into the desk mount. There it is there. There's a Allen wrench screw that's here on the side. It's actually a tensioner screw, so that way if you want this to be a little bit firmer so that it doesn't swing easily, then you can adjust from there as well. The arm itself swings here and pivots in the center. There's also another tensioning spot here, and you are provided with the Allen wrenches so you can adjust the tension on those pieces. The last part that comes with it is the swivel. So the ball head swivel from this is where you would mount the microphone. It comes with a couple of different adapters. I have one on here and then one also on a microphone. And what that does is it expands the width of the mounting screw so that we can put different types of hardware on here. Now this does tighten and loosen, and then it can actually adjust as well, as you can see. And what we can do is we can go ahead and we'll put a microphone on so you can see what that looks like as well. So what I've done is I've gone ahead and I've mounted the FiFine Tank 6. I actually reviewed this, a year ago, maybe a couple years ago. This was actually provided to me from FiFine as well. Excellent microphone, but this microphone being called a tank is actually a really good description of this microphone. It is super heavy duty, metal body, feels substantial in your hand. It is super weighty, and this arm, if this arm can handle this microphone, it should be able to handle any microphone you throw at it. Now, this arm portion does have cable management on the bottom, so when you run your cable, it can run through the bottom and out the other side, and then out towards your out to your computer or your XLR input if you're using an XLR microphone. The surprising part to me, of course, like I just said, is that it's handling this microphone with no problem, no droop. You can do it high, you can do it low, and out of your way. I think it's a great boom arm, and it just feels great. The only regret I have about this boom arm, and it has nothing to do with the boom arm itself, it's that I bought black. I now that I've got it here and I've got it mounted to the desktop, especially since I'm going with green now instead of the normal black, and I'm trying to get away from black. I wish what I had done is I wish I had purchased a white one. So I might go back and just buy a white one and then just use the black one on my other desk where my computer's at back over there, which, trust me, I have no problem doing because I need one over there as well. White, I think, would have been a better option for me. But that's just me. But I just wanted to show you that it could handle a very heavy microphone without any problems. So, microphone-wise, this is a great option if you're going to be doing podcasts or talking heads. You don't have to mount it on anything else. It's going to sit right on the desk. And when you're done and you want to get it out of your way or out of the shot, you simply move it over to the side. Now your microphone's out of the way and out of the shot. When you're ready to start again, you simply swing it over, and there you go. Now your microphone is ready for you to use, and you're not blocked. Your face isn't blocked by the microphone. A great product. But like I said, microphone isn't really what I wanted it for. I wanted it for something else, another specific use. Let me show you what I wanted to use it for. Okay, so what I've done is I've went ahead and I mounted a tripod head to the boom arm. And let me adjust it. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to mount a camera on here. I normally shoot at the desk with an EOS R. So I don't have a smaller camera in order to mount to the desk, at least not yet. I am looking into a smaller camera. But for right now, all I have is an EOS R. So I needed something that could mount to the desk so that I could shoot back from the wall without having to use a tripod or any other kind of stand. It needed to be mounted to the desk, and I needed something heavy duty enough that it would actually hold up a camera so that I could shoot using my camera instead of shoot using a tripod. Here's my problem, and this is my suggestion, FiFine. What I found was once I mounted it was that the ball head itself here, that the ball head isn't cut so that it is level, or that it'll do a 90-degree angle off the ball head. There's a slight angle to it so that leveling the camera is going to be difficult. And of course, I can adjust it from the ball head on the tripod head, but I don't understand why on the ball head on the arm, why it isn't cut so that you can actually do a 90-degree angle on it. That doesn't make sense to me. So if I find when you watch this video, or if you watch this video, that's something that you might want to look into. I mean, we're just talking millimeters of adjustment so that way this portion will go at a 90-degree angle. So the question is, will this hold my EOS R so I can shoot video off of it? So let's adjust this. And everything seems pretty tight. I have my EOS R, and what we're going to do is I'm actually going to mount it so it's facing you, but I guess really it should go the other way. It should be facing me. So the lens I have on here is a 35 millimeter. It's not very heavy, but the camera itself is super heavy. And there you have it. My EOS R on the arm. It's bouncing a little, but I mean, I'm adjusting as we go. If I hold it steady for a second and it loses that kinetic energy, it holds up perfectly fine. But again, the angle itself is what's going to be the problem. So I literally have to go in and I have to adjust the angle on the ball head on the tripod head so that I can get a level shot, which looks funky, but I mean, it works. The other option then would be for me to adjust it here at the arm. I'd have to swing the arm up, and then I could readjust the camera itself, and the angle would just be a little bit higher than I wanted. So I could shoot my video, no problem. When I'm done, fold it over, camera out of my way, and then I don't have to worry about moving tripods, moving anything. It is just there on my desk when I want to use it. When I'm ready to use it, simply take it, swing it over, adjust the angle, I'm good to go. Shoot my video. So the next step would be to get a 16mm lens, and that way the 16mm will always be on my desktop camera. I don't have to worry about it being wide enough. 16mm is going to be well wide enough. It does exactly what I needed to do. To me, that's pretty heavy duty for it to be able to hold that EOS R, which, like I said, is a pretty hefty camera. It held the FiFine Tank 6, I believe is what it's called. It held my camera. That's a pretty good piece of equipment. I really like it. Again, the one thing I would say why isn't that notch in the ball head? Why isn't it cut just a little bit deeper so that way that will go at a 90-degree angle? Moving forward, FiFine, if you would, just recut that so that way it can actually be used differently. So there you have it. BM88 low profile boom arm. I'm going to add links down below to either purchase from FiFine or purchase from Amazon. Those are not affiliate links. I won't be making any money off them. They're simply so that you can access the products and you can purchase it if you like it. I love this and I will continue it. It'll be on my desk from now until it doesn't function anymore, which will probably be the rest of my life. Fantastic for what I'm going through right now, which is another move and another setup and trying to figure out how to shoot in a very, very tiny space. If you guys have any questions, please let me know. I can, if you want to know what microphones I use, lighting I use, which is completely different than what I have been using in the past, please let me know in the comments. Anything else that you would like to see me do reviews on, I'd be happy to help you with that as well. I have a ton of merchandise and a ton of products all sitting around that I use for my daily videos and client work. Just let me know and just reach out. I hope this helped you in your buying decision. I highly recommend this product and I think that you will love it once you purchase it. Other than that, you guys have a great day. I'll see you in the next video.